Dobra.
Karteczka z wynikami. I czas ruszył.
Okej, odpadam.
Kawę chcesz?
Tak, tam włożyłem już.
Wszystkie masz? Wszystkie?
Nie. Okay, hello guys. So we have two new players. One is Enzer. Enzer is a player from Łódź, a player that also managed to get into the top 16 in the Worlds 2 weeks ago, with exactly the same list. This with Cassian, Brylan, Ten, and Arvel. Arvel is with Crackshot and Intimidation, Brylan with Crackshot and Hull Upgrade, Ten with Crackshot, and Cassian, of course, with Lay Organa and Crackshot as well. So the clock is set, and they are both started deploying. After Junior is a brother of our tournament organizer, and he plays first order with really nice list of Malarus, Blackout, and Kylo. And Kylo has advanced proton torpedoes, Blackout has trick shot, which is quite obvious for him, and Malarus, I have to... Simon, what does the Malarus do? I can't remember that ship. His PS5, because that's an all PS5 list for the first order.
Isn't the guy that can do turn ice into heat or evade for one round or something?
Yeah, might be.
Let me see. Nobody knows because nobody plays first order.
Yeah, nobody plays first order. Very few people in Poland play first order. Maciek played first order. But
yeah, that's the guy. You can spend one charge and gain one stress token, and if you do until the end of the round, you pretty much can turn all the focus results to evades and hits.
solid. So you get a target lock or you reposition and you...
Yeah, you can do it twice. You got two chargers. What was the illicit in the 1.0 that did that?
I can remember. I think wasn't those the contraband something?
No.
Glitter stream.
Yeah.
Glitter stream.
So this is basically glitter stream.
Yeah.
Twice again.
Yeah. Wciśnij tam, no. So that's a barrel from Kylo, I think. So this is interesting. How he's going to do that? Is he going to split his forces, or is he going to go all together? So the Blackout is going forward, trying to flank. Probably trying to bait with Kylo here. It's way more expensive. Seems a bit more dangerous. And I think Anzero is just going to go forward. It's not a good time to engage yet. He's going to get away from the asteroids. He doesn't really need Blackout to be near them. So I think Anzero should go forward and not commit to the center of the board this round. Just keep it tight. One forward to victory, as they say. One forward to victory, and well, we'll see. It's not one forward, but it's forward. So he's trying to engage where there be a little less of obstacles involved. And that's a good call, especially when you have a flanking blackout. And I would assume that Kylo is turning left. So if that guess is right, then probably Zero made a really good call here to engage the First Order on his terms. And those terms include 0 obstacles and only 2 ships engaging. So that's basically the idea here. 1 turn, 1 hard for blackout, probably a barrel, no? Barrel? Okay. Okay. But after he's not going to... Yeah. He's not going to sell himself cheaply.
Hey, Franz, you want to try if I go stand by the table and update the UI for you?
Yeah, if you can.
We can try it.
You can do it remotely from
Yeah, I can do it from my cell phone. If you can just shut the tab. So, yeah, this one.
Yeah, I'm shutting it right
Yeah,
now.
if we have it both open, then my modifications will work. So let me go there and
Yeah, let's do the test.
game and
Okay.
update the stuff
Yeah.
for you.
Just can you test it if it works?
Yeah, okay.
Let's remove a ship.
Microphone.
Yeah. Well, 10 num. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Thank you.
Yep.
So there we go. Sandman is moving to the table, adjusting the results. It's really interesting. So basically, Zer is thinking, because I think his call that after is going to turn his direction didn't work out. So basically, he's going to have 2 silencers at his back, and that's not the way you want it to be. So again, there we go. So he engages. Ewing first, too hard. And the focus. Pretty hard with Arvel. And a focus possibly. And boost. Okay. Yeah, A-wings have 5 straight green, I mean like blue right now, so he might be able to get that Arvel bumping fest into the play. As you can see, the rest of the ships are turning slowly. Okay. So this is a good opening, I guess. He has options for viewings. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Blackout turning hard one. And doing a boost probably. Yes. Okay. So the after plan is to lure Zero into the debris and make him make mistakes. But there's still some options open for Zero here. He can try to just move forward and this is surprising. That's a well, it's a splendid maneuver. Did you roll for the damage, guys? Did you roll for the damage? Okay. Okay. So that's one surprise move from after, and there was debating whether it was on purpose. It might have been, but I don't think so. You know, he will go through that rock again next turn. So it seems that it was just a miscalculation on after side. So it seems that options are rather limited for Nzeru. So he will have to go 3 forward with Ewing to keep the options, or 2 forward even, to keep the options open for him next round. He could go aggressively with Arvel right now, and definitely he wants to get those B-Wings into the fight as soon as possible. So either 2 hard or even 1 hard on the Brylan. 1 hard on the Brylan doesn't seem like a bad option here. 3 bank on 10 doesn't look like a bad option here. And something like 5 forward seems a bit rush on A-Wing, but we'll see. I think he's going to keep his formation as... Oh yeah, he picked up the A-Wing dial. I think he's going to keep his formation as tight as possible, at least until the engagement turn. He needs that Arvel to bump somebody. He needs him to get that 1 agility off 3 agility ship. That's really, really important. Okay, so dials are set. As you can see, Nzeru is playing rather safe. I wouldn't call that a stalling, but he's playing it rather slow, taking his time. But I can understand why he's doing that. He's doing that because he knows that if he won't get all the B-Wings into the play, into the engagement round, he might get overshot by the silencers. And if I would look for a priority target, that would be Ewing here. Eliminating Cassian with that, his ability is really, really good combined with Arvel. So I think he's going to be a priority target. Okay, there we go, Arvel. Okay, so taking it slow right now. Taking it slow, it's 3 forward. Waiting for Nzeru to commit himself. He might do a boost. He might do a boost left. I don't think he needs it. He just can focus and hope for the best. And that's what he does. He takes focus and hopes for the best. So Cassian now. Cassian. Yeah, 2 forward. Safe. No rack here. And a focus. So that's 2 bank. With 10. As predicted. And I wonder if the other B-Wing is taking... No stress. Yeah, okay, so like that. It's a bump. Okay. So he clearly knows that he's not engaging this turn. That's a K turn, I think. Yes, that's a K turn. And he has to roll for damage. Guys, so I just asked them to use green dice because the hyperspace dice are not really visible. They're too close to our blue screen there. Okay, so next turn we are going to do some see some shooting. Yeah, I would do that the opposite direction, but just me. I think that's blackout. He's number 2, so that's blackout. And a boost. Whoa, a boost? Yeah, to get that trick shot on Brylan and a stress. Okay. Too hard with Kylo. I don't know. No range for the target lock. He has to do it on the rack. So it seems that... So he can do a boost after that. He didn't fail an action per se. So he can boost. And if he does that, well... he won't be in a really good position. So I would leave it as it is right now. Commander Malarus avoided the damage from the rack. But he's really in a bad position here. So the idea here for Zero, he can ignore Malarus for now, I think, and just focus on the silencers. Oh yeah, he does that boost. He does it. So Kylo boosted, and he's stressed. And Kylo and Blackout shoots first. Okay, so Zero is forcing the... so he fires with Kylo to Ewing. So that's 3 dice versus... So he fires at Ewing, 3 dice, and uses a force. Okay, so no damage. So just 1 damage of the Cassian here, and the guys fire back at them, and this is... So it seems that it really went in favor for Nzeru here. That's range 3. It's definitely range 3. So he fires at Kylo, 2 dice at Kylo. So 2 hits into spends the focus. And he has to use another force to get no damage. So that's one unlucky Kylo here. No force. 3 dice. That makes that 2. And he got 2 shields from Kylo. Well, that's bad, to be honest. It's really bad. Now, so the best option for Kylo right now is to just run away and leave the fight another day. But that might not be that easy. So what he can do, he can commit entirely, just get the Arvel, maybe 1 bank to block that 5 forward he's going to get from Kylo. And if he does that, he can just play it safe with B-Wings and maybe even kill Kylo that round. You know, the strength of the N0 list is that it pushes a lot of damage. It pushes through a lot of damage, and he got lucky this turn by stripping those 2 shields. But to be honest, when the B-Wings join the fray, it's going to be a hard time for those silencers. So he has to come up with something. I mean, like, he definitely has to split them. So Blackout is taking 1 turn, and the Kylo is taking the other one. But to be honest, it looks grim for the First Order here. Really grim. As you can see, they played 3 rounds, almost 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes into the game. So we're looking maybe at next 4 or 5 rounds tops. I would guess it's evasive maneuver for Kylo. That's possibly 5 forward. So I wouldn't be surprised if N0 tried to block that just by going 1 forward with the with U-wing, 2 bank and a barrel roll with the or even 1 bank. Depends. It's hard to tell, but something to block that 5 forward from Kylo, and then just zooming from back, you get 2 B-wings, barrel rolling into the for stress and focus, and well, that's a dead Kylo there. I can see him surviving that. I wonder if my call was right. What Zero will be doing? Yeah, exactly. Oh no, not really. Not my call. Okay. Yeah, so he's doing the other way. He's trying to... Yeah, but basically it's more or less similar what I would do as the call of whether to shoot at the silencer with viewing or not. So yeah. And we're going to see some barrel roll focus, I guess. Yeah. Yes. So barrel roll and stress and focus. Yes, that's it. And the other one is doing, yeah. Stress. So Malorus is out of the fight, no booster, he can turn, so possibly he's just going to take an evade action. Yeah, so it's basically a kill box for Kylo. He can take those shots from Blackout, doesn't really matter. Yeah, so after he's playing it, just to give some target for for Ewing. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. Maybe he wants to get some shots on the A-wing as well. So yeah, we have 5 forwards. Yeah, so he bumps into A-wing. Everything according to plan. Everything according to plan. And this is the end, more or less. I think it's a game. It's going to be Leia next turn. Oh god. Yeah. So, with those 4 shields on B-wings, yeah, come at me, bro. Shoot me, no problem. So he does a target lock possibly and boosts into range 1. That's what I would do. And he does, and he should be boosting. You are not boosting. Why are you not boosting? You should be boosting. Come on, boost. You are not boosting. Okay, all right. So he tries to shoot A-wing. If he gets him off the board, it's impossible. But let's see. Hit crit on the A-wing. Whoa. Yeah, so that's the shields of A-wing. Why didn't he boost it? I can't really get that. And target lock spent. Target lock 2 hits. That's statistically what he would get. It's 2 shields of 10. Yeah. Kylo into the U-wing, yes. Hit and crit. And focus. Yeah. And now the execution of Kylo Ren takes place in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, second range Brylan into Kylo with modifications. Just 2 dice. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, so that's a crit. What crit? Stunt pilot. Phew, that's just first shot. 10 nub is doing the same. 2 crits. Oh god. So 2 crits. And that's dead Kylo, thank you. Thank you. Nothing, and okay, so no arc for the, well, that's 82 points for free, more or less. I mean for 90 points. Well, he can choose what to kill next. That's the game, basically. He can choose what to kill next. He can pop Leia right now. It wouldn't be such a bad idea, to be honest. Yeah, take that Malarus. He can do whatever he wants. You just flip U-wing the other side. You just hard turn with the... or even better, you can try to do hard one on Brylan, blocking any blue maneuvers from Malarus, stopping with U-wing, and just killing Malarus this turn. Yeah, for free, again. So that's quite a lot of options here. I can see Blackout pulling that one off. No. It's just
But this was really, really well played by N0 with the block. Yeah.
yeah, but you know, it was so obvious that he's
Yes.
going to do a 5 forward.
Right.
That's why he shouldn't do it. Well, when basically you are forced to do a maneuver that takes you out of the fight, and your player has intimidating ship with 2 repositions, what do? You shouldn't do that. You should try.
Well, the mistake was the boost was a mistake. One turn.
Yeah, he shouldn't boost.
The
Yeah.
committing one.
All
there,
the ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should be shot only by Ewing on the blackout.
Yeah.
That would be it. So that's not to mention flying through rock both times and taking that. So to be honest, N0 is really playing well, not making any mistakes so far. And we had 2 major mistakes on the after side. One with the Rock and Malarus, and one with that unfortunate boost. Because if he would do it the other way, if he would boost and then target lock, that would be even like reasonable.
He cannot do
He
that.
can do that. Ah, yeah, because of the silencer. You have the auto thrusters, right? Yeah. Sorry. So it seems that game will end rather quickly. What would you do? Would you commit against the blackout, trying to kill it, or just kill Malarus now?
No, I would kill Malarus. He's stressed, so it's easy.
Yeah, so you just take one heart with
Well, he can split, right? He can go viewings to the left and the rest on the tie or something. I suspect Blackout is doing like 1 or 2 hard turn.
yeah, definitely.
So he can do he can hard turn with bearing and barrel roll if needed to block it.
Okay. Probably a target lock? No. Focus and a boost. To forward. And the focus. Oh yeah. That's a K-turn. That's a K-turn. Not the K-turn, the Talon roll on the, sorry. That's the Talon roll on B-Wing. On 10 num. Okay, so that's a bump. No surprises here. Malarus can still get modifications though. He can get modifications for his shot against 10 num. Or is it Brylan? Sorry for Brylan. Okay. There are hardly any surprises here. Range 3 into the Arvel. Arvel is strips of shield, so it might be easy. Or range 1 into the undamaged Brylan. He can try to get at least that focus of Brylan, maybe. So that's a direct damage. So we are going to see layup pop right now. I think K-turn with Brylan, 90-degree turn from
40 minut.
Ewing from Cassian, Halt 2 focus boost from Arvel, and a K-turn, a white K-turn from 10. That's what I would do. And that would be the final round of this game, because if he manages to get blackout, and he can do that fairly easy, it's game basically. Also, Enzeru is leading by 83 points. I don't think it's possible for After to just get near that. Not with the 5 red dice he has at his disposal right now. So, despite Leia going up, and Zero list is pretty rock solid. It's rock solid, it's absolutely the best thing that Rebels can come up with right now, I guess. You have one blocker, you have a solid medium-sized ship with possible reposition from the coordination. You have Leia on board, and you have 2 really solid damage dealers. So there we go. So Leia pops, I guess. Yeah, that's hard too, as expected. And that will be focused into burst, I guess. Yes, focus into boost. And a focus. Yes. And then a talon roll for Penamp. I think so. So white talon, so he stays stressed. Yes, exactly. Yeah. And another talon, I guess. Or maybe just... Yeah, another talon here. And a focus on a failed boost, possibly. Failed barrel roll, sorry. So what did... Oh god, this seems like a... So, to his doom, the Malorus flies. And... Poof. So he clears the stress. Oh no, he's not. Okay. Okay, Blackout needs to get out of there immediately. So he takes the focus and he does a boost. But it's not enough, I guess. I think the Brylan has him in arc, Arvel has him in arc. So first things, Malars dies, quite obviously. Yeah. And that's Shields of Cassian. Okay, now N0 fires back. I think so. Just one. So 4 dice into the. Yeah. Oh God. And a critical hit. Fuel leak. What can I say? It seems that it's a devastation, to be honest. Just and Cassian fires at Malorus. 4 dice. 4 dice. Jak poszło? Widziałeś? Tak, takie gniazdo. Nawet tarczy nie straciły. Oh god. A czym ty grasz? 3 inkwizytory, 1 z sensem, 2 naturalne. And that's the end of Malorus, and Arvel fires at range 2 to black out. Okay. And Zero is trying to give him a handshake, but it seems that Blackout is on the final hit point. So, but it's 1 hit point silencer versus pretty much full rebel list. So it's rather simple. Too hard with Brylan to keep that stress. Too hard with 10 nump to keep the stress. 5 forward with Arvel to just clear the possibility of Blackout turning right. So basically, whatever he do, he's doomed. That was pretty one-sided game here. It also shows that N0 is really solid with his list. He played it for a very long time. He used to play the original bunker with Wedge, Partisan and 2 B-Wings, and after the Leia went up, he just morphed it into this one. So he went for Cassian and Arvel instead of Wedge, and it turns out it works pretty well. He knows how to maneuver with A-Wing, how to get people blocked, and it really works out. And the intimidation and crack shot really put some solid damage. So this list, it's a solid rebel list. I think it's at least in my opinion, it's the best list we have on the tournament from rebels. I don't think there are more than 4 or 5, but still this is the best one. But what's really good in 2.0 is that despite having a solid list, you still have to fly it well. And to be honest, I think that Zero did a wonderful job here. After is thinking what to do, but the options here are rather limited or none. He can't really turn left. He can't really... He could try to do a hard free and then barrel roll out of the way. I think he should just call it a game and concede, but... Yeah, okay, so they are trying to play it to the end, which is rather near. Okay, so and 0 moves. So he clears the stress here with Cassian. Gets a white maneuver. And no, he just rotated, yeah. Okay. So that's full forward. As I expected, probably focus boost here. Just to block. And boost and stress and focus, that's alright. Yeah, so he blocks the right turn. Blocks the right turn from the silencer. And B-Wings. So the first one clears the stress and bumps. Okay. I would just go for the hot 2 and keep the stress with me. I don't know, like... And hot 2 and keeps that stress with him. No, he did clear, so no. Tries to do a barrel, he fails, he gets focus. And what did the silencer did? Okay, so that's a bump. It's a bump. Okay, so I don't think Brylan is going to have a shot here. So luckily he managed to avoid all the shots, get out of the arcs, and leave for another round. So yeah, so Rebel Beef is definitely for the win here, no doubt about it. And there they go. So they're debating what to do next. So the only option for, maybe not the only, but the most reasonable option for blackout right now would be to try to turn right. I think that would be unexpected. Not just agony, more or less. He's on 1 hit point. Can't do much about it. And Zero can just commit to one side, wait for the Leia to pop to turn again. So what's going on? Okay, so he's moving Arval, clearing the stress with blue maneuver, and possibly getting a boost there, boosting forward to get Silencer close the possibility of him escaping. Not doing that, just focusing. Yeah, so he boosted, yeah, and gets the stress for that. And yeah, it's one heart to get that stress, not just one bank. Yeah, so he just tries to get all the options on the table. That's a K-turn? That's a K-turn, okay. So he's trying to get that lucky shot on the blackout whenever he goes. If he goes left, he's going to get shot by the Brylan. If he goes right, he's going to be shot at the 10 nump. Yeah. So that's a talon roll here, and they decided to go down in blaze of glory, and just one hit. So Brylan fires. And he's dead. Oh no, he survived. Okay, that was 4 dice. So, Arval. So that's the game. Thank you.